Hi, everyone. Welcome to Enjoy English School. I'm Steven.
I'm Minnie.
And today's date is July 9th. And for the next 2 days, we're going to be covering feature on pages 22 to 25.
我们今天7月9号呢，在第22到25页，我们的主题是专题特写的部分哦。
And the title is Gap Year and Your Style. Let's learn more about the gap year in the 21st century.
那我们这个专题特写很有趣哦，是壮游年迈向未来人生的一个转运站。我们来更进一步的了解21世纪的 gap year， 我们就叫它壮游年。
Right. So for me, growing up in America, a lot of my friends actually took a gap year.
Did you take it?
I didn't take a gap year, but a lot of my friends did. So it's very common in Western culture. So we're going to learn more about that today.
Okay.
Let's get started. What exactly is a gap year?
所以我们来看看壮游年到底是什么意思呢？
Right, so why did they add the word exactly here? We could just say, what is a gap year, right? But what exactly is a gap year is just another way to emphasize that a lot of people might have different definitions of a gap year. So now we're trying, in this excerpt that we're doing today, we're going to try to explain in more detail what a gap year is. So exactly is just emphasizing that.
所以 exactly 这边我们有时候我们讲话也会 exactly 对不对？就没错的确，所以这边就有点像是在问说那这个 gap year 这个东西究竟到底是什么？它当作是一个强调，毕竟大家都有属于他自己的 definition， 他自己的定义。那我们来看看我们这边的定义是什么。
Well, people don't entirely agree.
其实呢，大家并没有一致的想法。
Right, so they don't agree. It's just saying that 他们没有一样的想法 right? But 是 entirely agree. 那就是表示说有一些是相同的想法，有一些是不一样的，但是不是完全是一样的。Okay? Most commonly, it's a year off between high school and college.
那最常见的就是在高中毕业到大学之间，可能你就会休息1年。
And here, a year off is saying that you're taking some time off. You're going to rest, or maybe you're just going to do things that are not work, basically.
Yeah.
Either homework or actual work in the work world, in like a job. That's what taking a year off is, okay? And high school and college, let's say a lot of people actually say university, and I think it depends on the country. I think a lot of European countries say a university instead of college, but you can use these words interchangeably. You could say it's a year off between high school and university or high school and college.
所以这边老师刚刚说 year off 其实就是有点像 take a year off， 就是放你1年的假的感觉。然后 high school and college 这边我们其实可以用 university 也代表大学的意思，所以你也可以讲 high school and university. But you know, in Taiwan, I think we normally take gap year in between college, university,
And actual working?
Yes, actual working.
Yeah, in the Western countries, in America especially, a lot of kids take a gap year between high school and college, right? Usually, by the time they're finished with college, they know exactly what they want to do, so they usually go and find a job right away. Not everybody, but usually the gap year is already done when they're younger in high school, between high school and college. But it could also be spending a year doing something unrelated to education or one's future career.
所以在这1年当中呢，也可能是或可以是做一些无关念书或工作的事情。
Right, so spend a year is just like spending time.
Yeah.
Okay, so 花一些时间. So spending a year doing what? Doing something that is unrelated to education. So something that has nothing to do with education or one's future career or one's future occupation or job that they will continue doing for a long time. So this is something that I think is the reason why a lot of children or young adults, they take time between high school and college is because they want to kind of live their life when they're younger. Or maybe they want to try to find exactly what they want to do because they're not entirely sure what they want to do for their career for the rest of their lives. So as I think people that grew up in America, usually that we're more encouraged to chase our dreams. Okay, we don't really feel as much pressure from our parents that we need to do something. So that's why at an early age, they already want to take that year off so they can be sure.
所以在这边 spend 大家要特别注意一下 ，spend 这个花费一定是人花费，主词通常是人，然后人 spend time 或者 spend money 都可以，花时间花钱都可以。然后再来 unrelated to education， 它其实就是 nothing to do with education， 就是跟教育可能没有关系的。那老师刚刚有特别讲到他的自己的自身的经验，在美国很多人都有拿这个 gap year 的这个经验，虽然老师自己没有，但其他人可能这一年他就会去探索一下自己啊。西方的家长比较不会像东方的家长给小孩这么大压力啊，你要赶快赚人生第一桶金，
Yeah,
对不对？ Yeah,
exactly.
That's why they can have a gap year.
Let's take a short break.
Okay.
Like further schooling, a gap year usually means leaving one's hometown.
那如同上进修学校一样，壮游年 gap year 通常意味着你会离开家乡。
Right, so here, further schooling, it just means that you're getting more education, okay? Continuing your education. That's what further schooling is, okay?
继续念书读书。
A gap year, it usually means that you're leaving your hometown. So here we're using the word one to kind of substitute your, okay? So a lot of times when we're writing in English, we don't want to keep using the pronoun you, or your. So we'll use one to make it third person. To just kind of make the paragraph not so personal in a way.
所以在这边我们可以看到 leaving one's hometown 这个 once 加了一撇 s 之后，它其实这边就是代指说你可以换成任何另外的所有个 your 啊 his 啊 her 其实都可以。那我们把整个句子变成用 one 或 once 来写的时候，就会变得比较不会那么 personal， 好像是针对你来讲，不是，是针对所有人 general 大家都可以通用的一个句子。
Exactly. And actually, when I was growing up in school, like our high school teachers told us when we're writing something to not use you and your because it sounds a little bit less professional. So using the third person is better in writing. Okay. And hometown is just where you grew up, usually where you were born, where you spent most of your adult, your time as a child. Okay. Many who take a gap year go to a far off country.
那很多人在这一个 gap year 这一年会到一个比较遥远一点的国家。
Right. So here the adjective far off is just 遥远的, or a lot of people could say to a foreign country, 就是到一个异国.
异国
F-O-R-E-I-G-N. Okay, foreign country, but far off just gives you more of a picture that it's really far away.
Yes.
In most cases, the time is spent working or volunteering. So you're spending time doing something. Okay, so here the grammar is the time is spent doing something, doing either working or volunteering. So volunteering can be like maybe you're helping people rebuild their houses after a disaster, after like a flood or something, or maybe you're just helping people in need. That's what volunteering is.
所以就是去工作或做志工。那 volunteer 这个字基本上就是有点像是你自愿去做的，那你可能无偿，就是没有薪水，但是你还是愿意去服务一些需要被服务的人。
Yeah, because a lot of people do that in their gap year. They want to help the community. They want to help people. And usually they go to countries that need that, maybe developing countries that need that kind of help.
而且在国外西方的学校，他们很注重你在这个志工上的表现。
Yes, when you're going to apply for college, a lot of times they don't just look at your grades.
Yeah.
They look at what you do for your after school activities.
课外活动。
Do you volunteer? How involved are you overall with the society, with the community? So it's really your grades are not the most important thing.
成绩不是一切，态度才是。
Yes.
当志工真的可以磨练态度。
Yeah, they want to know if you have leadership skills, if you have different types of skills that you can show other than study.
Now gap year makes sense.
Exactly. So in most cases, that means in most situations. It's just another way to say that. Whatever one is engaged in, this year gives young adults a chance to explore the world.
So 在这边他就是说，不管在什么样子的情况 cases， 不管你从事什么事情，这样子的时间呢，就是当志工或工作的时间，都给这些年轻人一个不一样的机会来探索世界。
Right. So when you're engaged in something, it means you're spending a lot of time doing something or spending a lot of energy doing something. So that's what you're engaged in. Of course, engaged, we also know it's a way to say订婚,
yes,
right?
订婚.
Engaged, right? So that's just another way to say that. But spending time doing something, you can say you're engaged in doing this thing.
那在这边介系词要用 in 很重要哦。当你参与什么事情，你从事什么样的事情 engage in 永远那个介系词就是 in.
Right. And young adults is just another way to kind of talk about the group of people who are around maybe 16 to 20 to 21. That is the young adult group. So this gives them an opportunity or chance to see the world, to explore the world.
所以给他们一个机会看这个世界。那 young adult 它其实就是已经超过 teenager， 超过青少年，大概因为国外大概16岁就可以开车了嘛，对不对？所以16岁到20岁这个阶段，我们就会把它叫成 young adult.
Exactly. They meet new people and try things they wouldn't normally get to do.
那年轻人呢，会认识一些新朋友，甚至是尝试一些平常没机会做的事情。
Right, so here, when you get to do something, that means you have the opportunity to do something. 你有那个机会，但是 wouldn't normally get to do 就是他们平常没有这个机会做到。All right, let's take a short break. Recently, many young people have chosen to take a working holiday, which is slightly different from a gap year.
那近年来呢，很多年轻人选择参加打工度假，这个跟壮游年稍微有一点点不一样。
Right, so 稍微有一点点是 slightly and 不一样 different from a gap year. And working holiday, actually, when I was living in the States, I didn't really hear too many of my friends take working holidays, or because usually this means you have to leave the country.
Yeah.
And earlier in the beginning, it said that a lot of people, they go to a far-off country, right? But in America, because it's so big,
yes.
a lot of times people just move to a different state. Yeah, or maybe they move from the East Coast and they move to the West Coast. They move from LA maybe to New York or something. And usually it's people from small towns because they feel like they haven't seen a lot of things. They'll choose to go to a big city like New York City or Los Angeles. So that's why when I was growing up in America, I didn't really hear about working holidays. But people in Taiwan, because Taiwan is so small, they want to go to a different country to experience that new feeling.
所以老师刚刚有讲，在美国，因为美国地大嘛，对不对？所以很多人可能西岸的人跑去东岸，东岸的人跑去西岸，他们就把这个 gap year 留给虽然没有出国，但是离家里很远。但因为台湾的地形关系，就是我们是一个岛，所以在台湾打工度假这种风潮非常盛行。他们可能去纽西兰啊，去美国啊，去加拿大，甚至去到欧洲去做这个打工度假。
After graduating from university, some people make up their mind to live abroad for a year, working in a foreign language environment.
那在大学毕业以后，有些人会决定要出国1年，然后在一个外语的环境下工作。
So after graduating from college, 也可以这样讲, some people make up their mind. So what does it mean to make up one's mind? It means to decide. Exactly. D-E-C-I-D-E. So some people decide to live. So when you make up your mind, it kind of feels like you've been thinking about it a long time, and then you finally make up your mind. You finally make that decision. Okay? To live abroad, this abroad here is just saying that they live in a different country for a year, working in a foreign language environment. So they're going to be living and working in an environment, in a surrounding where they have to speak a different language.
所以在这边 live abroad 大家要特别注意一下 abroad 这个字它其实就是有点出国到国外一次，所以我们又可以变成 study abroad 出国游学，或者是travel abroad 你就是出国旅游，所以可以把那个 live 那个字改成其他动词就好。然后再来 foreign language environment 这个 environment 其实就是环境。
And don't forget, foreign, we don't pronounce that G, okay? It's not foreign. Okay, it's foreign.
Okay.
Depending on the country and the job, some graduates might live off their earnings and even save money.
那在不同的国家和工作情况之下呢，有的毕业生可能可以靠赚的钱为生，甚至还可以存到很多钱。
Right, so when you're using the word depending, make sure you have that prepositional word on behind it. So depending on, so 要看国家跟看工作 depending on the country and the job. Some graduates, now graduates are people who graduated from either high school or college, 都可以叫他们 graduates. 那如果要强调是什么样的 graduate, you can say some college graduates or some high school graduates, okay? They might live off their earnings. So let's first talk about what earnings are. Earnings, this noun is the money that you make from your job.Okay, from money that you have saved up for a long time. So earn money is just getting money, gaining money from a job. So they live off of these earnings. So what does live off mean? This phrasal verb means that you're using this money to kind of go about your life, to pay your bills, to eat dinner, eat lunch, get food, get clothes. That's what live off money, this money means.
所以 depend on 我们有依靠的意思，要记得用介系词 on。然后再来的话，我们有看到 some graduates， 这个 graduates 它其实就是所谓的毕业生，可能是高中毕业，也可能是大学毕业。那如果你要特别强调的话，你可以在 graduate 前面加上 high school 或者是 college 甚至 university 就可以了。再来 live off， 老师刚刚有说这个就是维生的意思，代表说你可能用后面这个字 earning 这个名词，你赚的钱，然后拿来当做维生，你付可能房租啊，或者是买一些 grocery 买一些食材啊等等的时候，可以使用 live off。那 earn 这个字它也可以当做是动词，也就是赚的意思。那你可以赚钱 earn money，你也可以 earn a good reputation，那你也可以赚取一个好的名声，我们都可以用 earn 当做动词。
Right, and 刚刚 Minnie 老师有说 grocery, 买 grocery 是 G-R-O-C-E-R-Y， 那就是去超市买的，不管是菜啊还是家用品的话，都是 grocery, OK？ 然后 live off 我们也可以说 live off my parents， 哇，那就是你自己没有赚钱，你现在在利用
啃老族啊。
对，没错，那就是 live off my parents， OK？ Hopefully 不要这样子做比较好。So even save money 就是存钱的意思哦。But often, the cost of living and travel makes saving difficult for people working abroad.
然而呢，通常生活费跟旅费啊，让在国外工作的人很难存到钱。
Right, so often, 不要忘记这个 T, you don't need to read it out. 它是 silent T. Okay, cost of living is just how much it takes to live, like how much money it takes to live. Expenses, E-X-P-E-N-S-E, expense, 然后 usually 会加一个 s, expenses, 这个中文是花费，对， so cost of living 就是 expenses 一样的意思。Travel makes saving, 那这个 saving 不是救人哦， saving is saving money, so it makes saving money difficult. 但是很多次我们会省略那个 money, 然后直接讲 saving. So it makes saving difficult for people working abroad. So earlier, Minnie 老师, you mentioned that you could take the verb live abroad, 然后把那个 live 取掉，然后加另外一个动词，这里就可以看到了 working abroad. And working abroad 意思是
出国工作。
Yes, 出国工作。Yet, the idea continues to grow in popularity.
那尽管如此呢，这样的计划，这个计划指的就是打工度假的计划，还是越来越受到欢迎。
So yet 我可以说 but still, okay, but still the idea continues to grow. 怎么样 grow 呢？In popularity, okay, 在人气来说是在 growing in popularity. All right, so this is something a lot of people do.Yeah. How about you? Your friends? Do a lot of friends take working holidays or gap years?
Actually, a lot of my friends take working holiday, and also my own sister took working holiday. And I always ask her about the same question, like, 你又存不到钱，你去干嘛？ And she always tell me, 钱没有不见，只是变成你喜欢的回忆跟样子留在你身边。
So 经验比钱重要，
Yeah,
对不对？
exactly.
Okay, see, everyone's ideas are different about it. Perhaps it isn't about earning money, but getting a taste of freedom.
或许这跟赚钱无关，而是要尝受一种自由的滋味。
Right, sounds like your sister.
Yes.
Exactly. All right, let's go to the review. All right, Minnie 老师, what
Yes.
is a far-off country?
That means 一个非常遥远的国家。
Okay, so it's used as an adjective, okay? And if I want to volunteer at a dog shelter, what does volunteer mean?
就代表你去当志工。
Dog shelter 就是一个收容所。
Yes, 狗狗的收容所。
And what if I am engaged in something?
那就代表你在从事什么样子的活动。
Right, spending time and energy on that thing. But what if I'm engaged to someone? What does that mean?
那你就代表你跟谁订婚。
Yes, okay. And then if I don't really have the chance to do something, I might say I don't have the chance to get to do something. What does that mean?
那就是平常没机会做的事 get to do.
Get to do something, 就是有机会做。Okay, if I made up my mind about something, what does that mean?
那就代表你决定了做什么事情。
Okay, and what if I need to live off my earnings?
那你就是需要靠你的 earning, 你的存款或你赚的钱来维生 live off.
And the idea of working holiday is growing in popularity. 什么意思？
就代表越来越有人气，意思就是 more popular.
对。All right, thank you so much. And tomorrow we're going to be continuing with the subject of gap year, so I hope you will join us.
Okay,
All right, bye-bye.
bye bye.